So no, it's literally giving there's something strange about the Johnsons. Like, babes, if you know, you know. So y'all, there's this very disturbing trigger warning video that has gone viral on TikTok with a father and son, quote unquote, horseplaying in the bed. So let me tell you, before I put the video in here, right, for y'all to see, when I first caught wind of this, I was like, people be putting 20 on 10, but a daddy and his son, like, basically showing affection or being silly or whatever, and people are, like, looking at it as a gross, like, inappropriate way because you're gross and inappropriate. No. When I clicked on the video, and when I watched the video,
Hey.
I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults.
I'm trying to look at his phone.
Huh?
He was over here smiling at his phone.
Oh yeah?
Let me see.
Why you want to smile?
Huh?
You don't need to smile.
What do you mean?
You're an old man.
I know, old man. Ciao, cuz. Bonding with my son. I miss this nigga.
And so the son in question is apparently an adult and in her 20s. And the mom walked in. Basically, the mom walked in on her husband in the bed, in the covers, with her son. And they look surprised. The husband's like, oh, hey. I was just looking at his phone. Well, it seemingly appears he's trying to pull up his pants. Like, the whole video is inappropriate. And the son is like, he looks at his mom, goes back under the covers because he's mortified, right? Because essentially, they have been caught what appears to be doing something highly inappropriate. And in this video, I am at no way blaming the son, faulting the son. I'm blaming the daddy and the mama based on how it appears and what we think could be going on and has been going on. Right? And so not enough times do people speak up and advocate for children. People don't listen to children. Children can be groomed and put into these situations. It happens time and time and time and time and time again. And so, yes, it's just a video, but it is a very inappropriate video because what made you think to record and then post that video on social media? I get the woman made a follow-up video in response and saying that they're social media influencers, but not everything belongs on the internet, babes.
Is this mic on? You know, I didn't want to talk about the video of the father and the son in the bed together. They say it's his stepson. It may be his real son. Allegedly, he's 16. He may be 20. Allegedly, two niggas in the bed under the covers. It's very high red flag. Very high red flag. Mom walks in the room and she's laughing like, what y'all doing? The way I would have ripped that blanket off those niggas, there would have been snow in the room. You could have called me Elsa. By the time I ripped that, the way trauma has to be set up, I would have ripped that blanket off so fast. What I alleged heard at the top of the video was, oh, take that. What is baby boy doing in the bed? Took some take that. And then they go, oh, hi, what you doing? And you laughing, you cackling. You cackling, ma'am? I'm starting. I already told you about these lavender marriages. I'm starting to think some people want a partner in the house no matter what. They will let that person fuck the baddest bitch in the house, even if that bad bitch is their son. Because I know you didn't see him there pulling up. It looked like he was pulling up. I know that face. I know those glasses. And that shit was freaky and weird. And on some deep level, she knows it is. She may not be able to honor that herself, but she put it on the internet to get a confirmation. Ma'am, let this be it. Let this be that confirmation. Them niggas was allegedly making bacon. And that's the thing. I'm going to say this. It's always the niggas you don't think. I'm telling you, girls, I'm not playing. I know. I got a new song coming out this Friday called Mow the Lawn. And it basically talks about Me. Niggas playing in my face like it was a seesaw. These niggas is gay. These niggas want their butts played with out here. If you turn your eyes, you leave them unsupervised, what do you think sports exist? They're to isolate women.
Not everything belongs on the internet, right? And so in that moment, I felt like you should have opened up a can of when it came to this, because that, but then it gives you're complicit. Like, how can you not, like, it gave inappropriate. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, the video, I was so disturbed when I saw this video. Like, I could not unsee it, and I could not, in my heart of hearts, feel like, no, dad was just playing and trying to take the kid's phone. No, I don't feel like that's what was going on. It does not appear that's what's going on. Like, you should have read the room and felt the energy, and I feel like you know. Like, you know, and so, girl, it is a mess. So it has social media in shambles. So we're going to take a look at some clips of what people have to say in response to this video, because y'all, just roll the clips. Roll the clips. So y'all
let's talk about the video I just seen of this grown man and dad under the blanket together that everyone is apparently starting to talk about. Now, at first I was like, a grown man and dad under the same blanket, like, some people are just real dramatic, right, about things that don't make sense as a lot of times, especially because people are just weird. So I went look at the video myself. Yeah, real concerning, real awkward, real uncomfortable. I'm really trying to understand what this mom wasn't picking up. You walk in on your husband, I'm assuming, with his son in bed, under the covers. The son's head is under the covers, and you can hear the dad say, "Oh yeah, you better take that." And then when he sees the wife, he turns and goes, "Oh, hey." And then you hear it. You know the sound. The son is immediately nervous and covers his full head. The dad, without any question, begins to explain himself. "Oh, I was trying to take his phone." Not to mention, you can physically, y'all go watch the video if you don't believe, you can see the dad under the blanket, reach down and pull his underwear up. And that woman didn't think anything was wrong there? Are we blind? And this is not to shame the son. The son looks pretty grown. I don't know how old he is. He could still be a minor. I am not shaming the son in this. I am very concerned with people who think that this is okay, and wives like this who just think it's okay. What? Her job in that situation was to run up, grab that blanket, pull it off, and beat the living fuck out of that man. For doing this to your child. How stupid are you? You cannot tell me that lady did not know. I'm so, like, I don't even know what to say. And this is one of the problems I have when it comes to the conversation of trans women in the women's bathroom. We're so concerned about protecting the kids, right? We're so concerned about protecting people from SA. But why is no one ever doing anything when the SA is happening in their own home? Why is no one ever doing anything? And I hope and pray that someone in that person's family steps in and intervenes when they see this circulating on the internet. And I feel so bad for the son in this situation. His face is posted all in it. Like, and that's the only reason I didn't put this as a green screen or show it. We literally watched this person be SA'd. They need to do something about this. And that family better step up. Because if y'all got an issue with trans women in the women's bathroom for protecting the kids, then we need to protect this kid, right?
That whole father and son blanket incident, bro, y'all ain't asking the right fucking questions for me, bro. I'm sitting here wondering, like, there's no way that a 20-year-old man and a dad just one day woke up and went under the blankets and did weird freaky shit, because honestly, we know what's going on under there. And here's the thing, anybody knows, whoever has been, you know, walked in on or caught or whatever, we all act the same way, exactly how that man is acting in the video. Immediately, oh, we were just trying to cover up with the blanket, and then coming up with an excuse like, I did that, sir, at 17, 18. Did it work? No. No, we all knew what was happening. But the big thing, okay, we do gotta say this though, if it is what it looks like in the fucking video, we have to ask ourselves, how long has that been going on for, and how in the fuck has the mom not fucking realized that? And here's the thing, y'all been living how long together? I don't know y'all family, okay? I just seen a video and everybody posting about it, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Why is nobody asking this question? How long has it been going on for? And does the mom know or not? Because honestly, I feel like she's gotta know. I mean, she's gotta know. He's 20 years old. How many years of grooming does that take to get a 20-year-old grown fucking man to do stuff with his father, stepdad, whatever? I don't give a fuck. I don't know who this fucking man is to him, but it's weird. It's really weird. And then she posts some stuff about him, like, attracting gay men. I don't know, sister, that might be a sign. That might be a sign. It really might.
So I went down a very uncomfortable rabbit hole about this whole situation where this father and son were under the covers and the mom came in recording them. Something completely inappropriate and disgusting was happening under those covers, okay? And it's pretty obvious to anybody who comes to see the video. Mom then puts out a video trying to defend the fact that the father and the son were just cuddling or just wrestling, all because the dad missed the son, or whatever the case may be. The son is grown, 20 years old, yes. However, for that to be something the mom is defending is also questionable, because now it's like, how normal is this in your household? When it comes to being a mother, whether to male children or girl children, you have to not be blindsided. You have to not be oblivious. You have to not be gullible. And please don't be naive. True mother's intuition, anybody's intuition, would tell you something inappropriate and disgusting was happening under those covers, okay? And what makes it worse is that the father is also a coach to young boys and teaches them wrestling. You have no idea who is spending time around your child. You have no idea who is close to your child. You have no idea what people are saying or doing, or, you know, possibly exposing your child to when you're not around. But the signs will always be there. I'm on guard with everybody. You know, I'm on guard with everybody because the world we live in is a cruel world. You'll realize that there are some weird behaviors people have, especially around your children. Those are people you have to pay attention around because you don't know what's happening. And the minute you see a sign, the minute something seems odd, the minute you hear somebody say, hey, you should keep an eye on them, keep your children away from people like this, okay? Please, please protect your children because it is such a cruel world out there. It's just disgusting.
So y'all got to see what some people are saying, but have y'all, I'm gonna let y'all see what she said in response to all of this before I get to my other thought.
Hey.
I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults. is attracting many gay men. Be ready for the cruise.
A few weeks ago, I posted a video of my husband and son wrestling around in the bed. So we just got home from watching his championship football game, and we walked by his room, and we noticed he was smiling down at his phone. So one of those smiles where you know that he's most likely smiling at a girl. So my husband jumped in the bed to try and look at his phone to see why he was smiling so big for it. In the midst of all this, I whipped out my phone because, duh, we're content creators. I started filming them. It was funny, it was hilarious, and it was wholesome to see my son and his dad just wrestling around in the bed, even at their big old age. Total fail, because not even 1 hour later, my video was going viral, but for the wrong narrative. People started commenting on my posts, how disgusting this video is, yada yada, the most horrible and disgusting comments, and people resharing, reposting with their own narrative of false accusations. Are getting hundreds of DMs, hundreds of tags, people threatening us, saying that they're calling the FBI, the local police, calling the football chapter that my husband coaches at. The police even knocked on our door about 2 weeks ago and explained to us that they received many complaints about this video and that we need to be checked on. So they interviewed each one of our kids and asked us, where is the kid on the video? And both my husband and I started laughing, saying, you mean our adult child who is 20 years old? The police started laughing, saying the accusations were that he was a minor child. We had a good laugh with the police, sharing our thoughts and our concerns about this false narrative that's going viral. They completely understood and they apologized for having to interrupt our family time, and they left. All this because of a pushed narrative on a 28-second video of my husband and son, what meant to be a wholesome, quote-unquote, you're never too old to still get affection from your dad, or quote-unquote, boys will be boys, but dad's still checking on your phone, quote-unquote, Pacific Islanders with their grown kids, to the most horrible, disgusting.
So y'all saw what mom said in response to all of this, right? So have y'all seen a movie called There's Something Strange About the Johnsons? Like, if I can put clips in here without YouTube, like, giving me a copyright or whatever, I will.
I'm warning you, Mom.
You don't warn me!
I loved him better than you ever did.
You sick! Is that when it started?
That was 10 years ago. How am I supposed to remember what happened one night?
Prom night?
Which was 10 years ago. That's a pretty long time to remember what your father did at a specific time on a specific night.
It started earlier. When did it start?
Mom, you're emotional. I'm emotional. We are not ourselves. You don't even know what you're trying to say.
I know exactly what I am trying to say.
Well, I don't. But I think it's pretty ugly what you seem to be saying, and I think you would agree if you could hear yourself.
You monster. You killed your own father. How could you?
What? Wait.
Get off of me!
But it is a movie about a father and a son having a very inappropriate relationship. If you catch my drift, or what it appears of what was going on between the daddy and son that we just seen, that definitely was going down in this movie. And I saw this movie like in college, and like I've only seen it once. I ain't never watched it again. The plot twist. There's a plot twist in the movie. So what you would think, right, would be the daddy doing the abusing. It was really the son who was abusing the daddy. And it's real crazy. It might be on YouTube. Back in the day, it was on YouTube. Let me see where it's at. Because if y'all want to watch it, no, y'all go Google and figure it out. But it's called There's Something Strange About the Johnsons. And it's about a black family. And it's a short film. So if you got like an hour to spare or something like that tonight, and you feel like being traumatized, by all means, go traumatize yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. So anyways, y'all, this whole situation is just disturbing. But I feel like oftentimes children are not protected. And I know, like, even in the previous videos we talked about Krishan, I just feel like oftentimes children are not protected. And even though in this situation, the child is an adult, according to the mom, the child is 20. The FBI got involved, investigated, and according to mom, they laughed and was like, oh yeah, we get it, you know, da-da-da. No, you know, but nevertheless, my name is Brittany Janae. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all